what I'm doing is I'm running tape around the edge of this. So when I put my plastic on there, I'll have something to tape to it. A lot of people think this is a waste of time. I really don't. I'll tell you why. It's easier to tape to this than it is to put plastic down with tape on it. Because if I try to tape it all at one time with the plastic doesn't never work out with you. It's never cut right. It never works out right. So if I do it this way, then I can finagle it a little bit. I got this much room to mess with. To where if I don't, I gotta use the tape line to mess with, like, to hold the plastic down too. And it's just kind of like fights itself. So taping this off first and then taping tape down to that with plastic on it is easier. This gets painted, so I gotta protect it. And if you notice, I did that spot back there first and then I brought it out and around. The reason why I did that is because you always do your lowest layer first. If you got a corner and one corner is lower than the other, tape the low side first, then run your top one down into it. Because when paint sits in it and dries, it will seep through the one layer into the other, and it won't. If it goes through the first layer, it will land on the second. So always tape your lowest spots first. That's what I consider the lowest spot, the part that's coming up underneath of the cabinet or the sink. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to tie it into the piece down there and bring it up and around. And this ain't getting taped. Normally we would tape it to back filler. We're not doing that on this because it's concrete. So I taped it right to the wall. I'm gonna tuck it. And I'm using blonde tape on it because the blue tape don't stick to concrete or stone or sand, like stucco. So blonde tape sticks a little bit better. I mean, it's hard to get anything to stick to concrete. But for some reason, if I think the concrete's smooth, this does bite it pretty good, but it's just some things you can't do. And taping concrete and stucco is one of the hardest things. I think duct tape don't even stick to it. What I want to do is I want to take this corner and put it down there like this, down in the corner. So I'm going to pre-tape it. So once I get it down there, I'm going to stick it. And then once I get it stuck, I can pull it tight and then pull it up and over. It's only like that wide back there, you ain't got no room to do anything. And then I want to take the rest of this. And what I'm looking for is how it lines up down here. So what I'm going to do, get an extra spot tape out, and now I'm going to tape this corner tight. So now I got plastic going down and over this way. And now this is going straight up, right where it needs to be. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to tape the plastic down, I'm going to seal it. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stick this in the back corner at the bottom of the sink. This is the hardest thing to do. Just to let you know, getting in corners like this that you can't get an arm in there, and it's as far as I can reach. So you pretty much do it by feel. Just so you guys got an idea. That's what I put my spot tape down there. Then I put my spot tape right here. And then I ran that piece. Then I ran this piece. Now that this is coming this way, what I want to do is I want to flap that way. Because now I got this to work with. And then so bring this over here like that. get stuff like this, see how it's just a hair too long? I'll take it and I'm gonna roll the plastic up just a hair. And I'm gonna put a piece of spot tape right there. And the reason why we want this plastic tight is because when I go to spray it, it's not gonna be beating the crap out of it and fly off. And then when you get over here, do the same thing, roll it up, roll the bottom of it up. See how it did it all the way across there? And then I'm gonna put my spot tape right here. And then this is extra. I can either take it back here, out of the way, or you tape it on the front. But it's sealed. We're going to do the same thing. But I want to cut off a little bit. Up right here. And if you got a dull knife, this stuff cuts like, oh my god, it's terrible. But you can get it to tear straight. But it never tears straight. Looks like it does. I'm gonna roll it under here. Heater kicked on and stretched the crap out of that plastic. But this is what I did on the other side too. And I wanted to keep it over here. I don't want it over here. That's how you get that. Normally what we do is we'll cut a slice in this, and then we'll either cut it this way or we'll cut it this way, and we'll let it flap open if we got to get water. But for right now, we're just going to leave it like that. But that's what you're looking for. Nice and tight and sealed. Because say I tape that off back there and I didn't seal it like how we did this part right here. How I ran that piece of tape and then stuck the plastic to it. That's how you seal it. If you don't do that, As soon as you shoot that back there, you'll paint the whole side of this. And it's hard to scrub paint out of concrete. Just an FYI, you don't want to do that. So that's why we seal stuff up. That's the whole point of putting plastic down and sealing it. It's because you don't want to get dust all over it and you don't want to paint it. So at some point, I'm going to put another piece of tape paper on this just to cover it up. And then when we go to shoot it, it'll be protected. Just like this right here. It might look like it, but the joints are cracked right here. See what I mean? So we still turn it. As long as you don't blast it, it'll protect them. But till the next one, love you.